The Mario Kart Direct is done and no one is happy about what they showed. And on a first look, that's true, they didn't show a lot of new stuff, but then after a closer look, we can actually see that we missed a lot. Today I'm going to show you everything you missed while watching the Direct, but before we start I want to remind you to subscribe. This video took more than a week from deep analysis and recording, so it will help me a lot if you do so. Okay, now let's start. First thing first, we got a better look at a lot of tracks. We finally have footage of SNES Cuba Beach, and with a closer look of the world map, seems like these are going to be both Cuba Beach 1 and 2 in the same track. The same happens on SNES Mario Circuit, where they combine the first three tracks. Bus Cinema looks awesome, and also outside of the tracks we have a better shot of SNES Ghost Valley 1, 2 and 3, but those ones seems like are not playable outside of Freedom, for now. On Bowser Castle seems like there is a constant thunderstorm, so my prediction is that independent shocks can happen in the track, like on Cloud Top Cruise in Mario Kart 8, or maybe an effect like the Zappers in Mario Kart 3. GCN Peach Beach looks like a totally different track than the original, and we can also see a castle in the background, which is new. Usually there was only a town, but now they changed it. Now, another thing they say is that we can race every track both in the day and in the night, so we can finally see Wario Shipyard and Shy Guy Bazaar in the day, as well as all the other tracks in the night. Moving on, seems like a lot of new courses have a lot of different routes. Just look at this. Bowser is alone in this section, and there is another similar section to the left too. So maybe 24 player is not as crazy as it sounds if the maps are that big. They also confirmed the map of the game, and that Rainbow Road is going to be over Peach Stadium. Now, in this section of the trailer, we can see a cup with Rainbow Road on it. So maybe that means that the cup is not going to be called Special Cup, but instead something like Rainbow Cup. Also, this can even mean that this cup can have 4 different Rainbow Roads, but we can't say that for certain, so let's move on for now. Luigi now does a really cool finger gun animation. I know you don't care about this, but I'm a Luigi main in every single game, so let me have this, okay? It looks cool and I'm going to point it out. And you can't stop me. Anyway, can we talk about how bad the character selection screen is? Like, what is this? There are normal characters, then the costumes, and then other characters right after? Nintendo, are you good? It will be more easy to just select the character first and then the costume. Like, imagine you're online, the race is starting and the countdown for you to select the combo start, and you need to go to the final page just to select Goomba or something. Like, that's just bad game design in my opinion. Also, they downgrade Kamek from a playable character to an item. So embarrassing. Speaking of items, the Boo item has a new effect. You can now see players that use the item instead of them being totally invisible. The hammer item is better than we expected. It can be thrown only forward, but it stays in the ground for 1 or 2 seconds after it lands, so it's actually broken in 24 players. The Mega Mushroom got changed from Mario Kart Wii. Now you get squished only if they run into you, while if you are the one that ran into them, you just get pushed backwards. The feather is better than the other Mario Karts. Now you can dodge items that target you, like Red Shell and Blue Shell. The food item is now confirmed to unlock the costume you turn into. The one thing we don't know is if the triple food item unlocks 3 costumes at once, because they say that you turn into a costume that represents the food you eat, and those 3 food items are all sushi, so how does that work? Now let's talk about new mechanics they introduced in this Mario Kart. This trick has now an official name, Charge Jump, and as shown in the last section of the Direct, it seems like it's really faster than only driving. So yeah, we are going to see everyone just using Charge Jump online, and it's going to be hilarious. Then we got Rewind, where you can rewind your car in a previous state, while the other drivers are unaffected. Now, my question is, what happens if you use it when you get hit by something like a blue shell? Also, as shown here, this feature is single player only, which is fair. Using it online was going to be too broken, so I'm glad they decided to make it like that. It seems like every vehicle now is outside drift, which is great, since inside drift in Mario Kart 8 was really bad. It's now confirmed that you can do tricks on top of other racer stats. As shown in this section of the Direct, we can see that Nabbit does a charge jump on top of Luigi and does a trick on him. Finally, we can see what the track actually does. Once you enter, you can drive it and destroy everything, including racers. Time trials and versus mod are back, and now in versus mod you can go up to 4 teams. Man, where did I see this already? Anyway, this will be really good for competitive. Now something like Clan Wars can be done in 4 teams instead of only 2. Next, they show that Freedom is literally just an exploration game mode. There are going to be collectibles all over the map. There are going to unlock stickers that you can add to your vehicle and next to your name. Also, those stickers seems like they are going to be unlocked randomly, like it was with vehicle parts in Mario Kart Direct. The only new thing they say about this game mode is that they brought back missions in the form of P-switches. Now, in Mario Kart DS mission mode, there were boss fights in addition to normal missions. Are we going to see them in this game too? Only time will tell. Either way, I'm so happy that missions are back and that are not going to be removed once the online services will go off. Right, Mario Kart 2? Speaking of online, in the main screen we can see that there are 3 different modes: Versus Race, Knockout Tour and Battle, and that you start with 3000 points each. I'm so glad they put a ranking system for Knockout Tour too. It's literally everything I wanted since Knockout mod became a thing in Mario Kart 3, and expect me to only play this game mod once this game is released. Also, when you wait for friends online, you are actually in Freedom, and that will open a bunch of custom-made game mods, like for example Hide and Seek, GeoGuessr, and so on. I'm actually surprised that Nintendo didn't make an Hide and Seek battle mod for this game. The open world is actually insane for this format. One thing I forgot to mention is that we can see in this screen that item boxes are falling from the sky. Now, we can't say for sure what this is about. It can be a mission where you need to collect a certain amount of item boxes, like it was on Mario Kart DS, or something else. The only thing we know is that it's in Freedom. They also show battle mode with Balloon Battle and Coin Run. Those ones are going to have their courses, that are going to be in the main map as well. The confirmed ones are one in the snow, one in the Moo Meadows area, one in the city, one in the Dino Dino jungle area, and N64 Big Donut, which is in Mario Kart 7 too, so I don't know why they reuse it. But who knows, maybe another map can be the SNES Ghost Valleys. I mean, since they're there, why not use them? Finally, this is more than a concern than a fact, but there is something I'm worried about this Nintendo Switch 2 in general. Where are the Miis? Are they getting rid of them? Because there isn't a single shot in this game where we can see a single Mii, and usually Mario Kart is a great example for those. But anyway, that's all I have for today's video. That was a long one to record, not gonna lie, but it was worth it. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. Bye!